Many people out there join agencies to protect their reputation, trust, and to work professionally. But one day, you wake up that what you thought for, what you went for in these agencies is not what you're getting. Like today, Ironmouse is leaving VShojo because she went in there, she joined VShojo for professionalism work, to protect her reputation, to keep that faith with her followers, her viewers, her team members. But in return, she's losing that touch. She's losing that faith. She's losing everything. Now she decides she must leave VShojo.
VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Oh, no. All that is what's going on with Ironmouse and VShojo. She was approached in 2020 to join this agency. Bro, they promised her a lot of things that they would do along the way. She appreciates that some they have reached on, but some they are not providing. Bro.
To take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo, and it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people.
So, after agreeing to work with VShojo in 2020, a lot come in along the way. She has become what she is right now because we never knew she was there, but she persists because of VShojo. You know her right now, but she was afraid always to put her trust in people because of the outcomes. When I trust them, what will come out? Will they trust me? Will the people I live with trust me? When I give in my trust, will they treasure it? Will they keep it preciously? Or they will do it for their own benefit?
anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving.
Oh, sorry. You hear that? She's unable to explain why really she is leaving free. She has just told us a couple of things why she's leaving. You remember, she had a campaign. That campaign, it was of immune deficiency. And
from hard hats to steel-toed boots, Granger's got you.
And in that campaign of immune deficiency, she ordered VShojo because ever since she joined VShojo in 2020, VShojo has been handling her finances every year, every month, every day. VShojo has been doing everything on her behalf because she wanted that privacy. She never wanted to do things by herself because she wanted to be private. But she's disappointed to see that she trusted VShojo. She took all her trust into VShojo to do all the work for her, and she ordered them to pay the money to immune deficiency. Now it's almost a year. VShojo, the agency, is not doing it. And that's embarrassing. That's a disappointment. That's loss of trust. So she's saying that's the key main point why she's leaving VShojo. The money is there.
Privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life. So one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments. And it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information. So that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me.
So, because she's broken, now she says, I'm departing with VShojo. They have broken my heart, and I don't want to block hearts of so many people. So it's better I leave the agency. I stand on my own. I start doing things by myself so that I can fulfill the promises I make, so that I don't lose my trust, so that people continue to believe in me. But the agency is just failing me. So it's not only Ironmouse is leaving VShojo, a lot of VTubers are leaving VShojo. Similarly, almost because of the similar allegation. But let's just keep the eyes on the ball, watch what's going to happen with Ironmouse, other VTubers, with VShojo, and everything. Let's just keep watching and see exactly what's going to be coming. And tell us what you think about this.